सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम ओम ब्रह्मानंदम परम सुखदम केवलम ज्ञानमूर्तिम द्वंद्वातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं तस्मस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधि साक्षीभूतं भावातीतं गगनसदृशं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। ओम गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरुमूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरुपदं मंत्रमूलं गुरुर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरुकृपः। सद्गुरु भगवान की जय, स्वामी जी महाराज की जय। शिवोहम। It is the summary of stanja 5 Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In this stanza, Sadguru Satchidananda Paramatma, the only and only master of millions uncountable galaxies, the only and only base and restoration of millions universes uncountable, come in the form of human body, and that was not messenger, that was the avatara, the God came. God came in the form of Krishna, the greatest master of uncountable millions galaxies, and we say Krishnam Bande Jagat Guru. He is flowing and shining His mercy on all seekers of the world, showering the love and awareness, giving the Brahma Jnana and the Brahma Jyoti and Brahma Upanishada and Brahma Shastra and the Brahma Path. It means the way to achieve in the highest knowledge of liberation, that is called Brahma Jnana. Last night, a Portuguese friend asked me that Geeta is the religious book of Hindus because she don't know. She was innocent. She don't know that Geeta is not book for only Hindus. Gita is the book for universe. There is nothing in Hindu. In Gita, there is no any word of Hindu. There is no any word of Indian. There is no any word of any community, caste, card or nationality. Gita is like a oxygen of spirituality. So this society is living like a dead person because they do not know about Gita's highest teachings. I told that lady, if you read my blogs on Gita and if you listen my videos on Gita, then if you are in Portugal or you are in Germany or you are in Japan or you are in China, anywhere you are and any religious faith having you, but if you follow this method of meditation, when I teaching the meditation, there is nothing I am teaching about any religion. It is not religion, it is directly spiritual science. So Gita is the spiritual science. So the Lord Krishna came on the earth and give us the highest knowledge of Gita. It is the extract of Upanishads. If you put a Gita in one side of the valance and other side you put all the religious books, I mean, if you read carefully the Gita or you read all the books of all religions on this earth, no religious book can give you the clear and direct solution to highest awareness or liberation of by the death and birth. I read many books of many religions, but there is nothing to become a free soul. Some religions, they teach how to achieve the heaven and why you go to hell, how to live in earth, and the moral teaching, not spiritual or divine. Nothing is spiritual and divine. But Gita directly teach you how you can transformate yourself in the omnipresence existence. I am not criticizing to any religion, but I am saying that Gita is not book of any religion. It is the book of direct spirituality. There is a difference between divinity and spirituality. The divinity comes by the divine, and divine is the meaning that beyond of this world, it is divine. Divine, it means holiness. Divine, it means special than your knowledge. But spirituality is very big word, very vast word, very highest word. Spirituality is the science of liberation and absolute awareness. And when you will aware, you can see what is the matter and what is the energy and what is the beyond the matter and energy, your existence. It is not depend any matter on any energy or any energy. So in this chapter 5, the Arjun asking a question to Lord Krishna. It is very natural that everyone want to escape from his duties. He think that his duties is very hard. He want choose a easy task. So Arjun was fearful and he want to escape from the battle because he do not want to kill the evil person, even they are his relatives. And Arjun, it means your seekerness. You do not want to kill your bad habits and your bad impression of millions of your birth. When a surgeon or a doctor touch your wound, you will cry in pain. So when a master touch your ignorance or your darkness, you cry and you want to escape. So Arjun want the solution in the mouth of Krishna, that he suggests to Arjun the sannyasa yoga. But Krishna is the greatest master. He is millions times more than our masters nowadays. He knows, and every master knows also. The particular person have which ability, which capacity, which is the internal setup, which path he can go on or not go on. And how can he succeed in the spiritual path, and how can he achieve the Atma Sakshatkara, the ultimate destination of spirituality? So Krishna said to Arjuna with very nicely that Arjun, the sannyasa yoga and karma yoga both are equal. They are equally affected, equally resulting, equally powerful, equally they are spiritually they are equal. But the karma yoga is very easy in doing. So karma yoga is good for you. So Arjun, there is no way, Arjun, there is no way for disciples. Only the Sadguru says that is the last way. So the Krishna now teaching to Arjuna in this chapter, he telling about the qualities of the karma yoga. He says to Arjuna that Arjun, if you do the sannyasa yoga, it is very hard to escape from the doerness, karta bhav. But if you do the karma yoga and you meditate every action, then it is very easy to detach from the karmas. So the karma yoga is easy. The karma yoga are same in result, but karma yoga is easy in doing. Both can achieve super enlightenment, but the sannyasa yoga, it is hard to give up doer feeling. But by karma yoga, we can aware in all karmas and activities, and it is easy to reach last destination, that is Brahma Jnana. Who has lived detached with mind and become the witness of mind activities, that is called Sakshi. Also detached from sensory hungers. If you are aware and you are witness of your mind, then beside and reciprocally you are witness with your sensory hungers, and stay in equilibrium. When you do this spiritual practice long time, then a equilibrium comes in you, that is called samata. That Atma Jnani can easily become absolutely pure. In that purity of Antakarna, he never involved in the Maya's illusion, because he is the knower of the ultimate truth, because he doing this exercise step by step and detaching from every illusion one by one. So, he awakened and aware in every action of life. He practically knows that he is non-doer in all sensory activities. His all work divine and without personal attachment. He lives like lotus leaf in water. That is called a yogi, an unattached yogi. Always live in the stage as he is staying by his master. Maybe he is stay in Sakshi. You are in Sakshi, then you are yogi. Don't underestimation of the Sakshi. Sakshi is very high spiritual practice. If you are in honestly in Sakshi, it is confirmation that one day you will be Atma Sakshatkari. Then one day you will be yogi. The real Sakshi is also the yogi of starting. If your master give you more shower of mercy, then the meditation will start after the Sakshi. Then Bhan, then complete awareness, that is called Jagran or Atma Sakshatkar. So, always detached from Antakarna. I want to repeat what is Antakarna again and again. Your mind is called Man. Your intellect is called Buddhi. Your mood is called Chitta. Your ego is called Ahankara. So these four are Antakarna. When you do the Sakshi honestly, one by one, and there is four Antakarna and there is four stage, 5 stage of enlightenment. So, when you come in the meditation, the Antakarna start to become pure. When you sit silently, your millions birth impression comes and go, and they are deleting in like a computer. When you delete a program in computer, go in program and features and double click there on a program, the program start to delete. There was a long column, vertical long column, there start, and the green light growing one by one, beginning to end. Then total complete deleting, it takes some time if you have the big program. So you have a very big program. You have the millions worth of impression in your system of your life. So the Sakshi, the Dhyan, the both stage, they are, the Sakshi is like the preparation of deleting process, and the meditation is the direct deleting process. So when you live in the Sakshi or meditation, then your program delete then the bhan comes, then the jaran comes. In that stage, your all impressions of millions birth, they delete and you become the pure soul. When you become the pure soul, there is nothing to do, the existence appear in you and the Atma Sakshatkara complete, automatically. So that stage called absolute purity of Antakarna. That stage called absolute purity of Antakarna. So when the purity comes, the divine supreme peace comes at once. Without purity, the divine peace never comes. When the purity will comes, the divine peace comes simultaneously. That is continuous peace, unbreakable peace, never stop peace. That Sakshi, that Sakshi meditation brings you in ultimate peace. The Sakama person, that is the Nishkama person. The Sakama person who want the desires of karmas, who has desires bound, the desires they bound the Sakama person. As you see, the fish eat the food by the spine, and his spine goes in his brain and fish die, and fishermen catch that fish. You see the fishing. So this is the fishing of the Maya, that if you have desire, every desire is the food for your death, food for your next birth. So the desires is the bounded, is the tightness, they are ropes, they are net to catch you in karma foundation. As a pet animal, he tied by his master by the chain. The karmas, the karma yoga keeps you, brings you the free from all desires. The karma yogi never desire anything. You know, we need a very good ashram, but we never desire. It is the process of a God existence. If the God will provide, we are doing the work of God. If the God will provide facilities, so we will do the work in the facility. If the God is not, this nature is not providing the facility, we already doing the work of God. So the karma yogi never desire anything. He knows that he is not doer or nor make any doing by others. He is not doer or not making any doing by others. So he lives in the 9-door house, this body, like a existence of non-doer and non-taker. So with the great peace he feels, he enjoy great peace like Satchidananda Paramatma. The supreme knowledge always keep in his heart. He gets to the supreme pleasure. He is the emperor of the emperor, and supreme peace and pleasure that called pleasure of Jivan Mukti. Jivan Mukti ka Anand. Krishna says, as no duties and no activities of God existence, but no attachment with any things, but for awareness of the seekers, he comes as the master. So, that aware person, that Jivan Mukta person also live like this pattern, this manner. As dark smoke cover a lamp and we do not see the light of lamp, as the ajnana is covered the jnana. As sun arises and dark goes, when the ajnana comes, the ajnana goes. So that knowledge like the sunrise. Paramatma never accept anything, any work, any activity of yours, even they are good or bad. Paramatma never accept your sin or your good work, your divine work. He is the impartial power. So that person who is live this jnana, he is also detached from good or bad. He stand in between of good and bad. That is supreme enlightenment. That is called Atma Sakshatkara. That is supreme knowledge. When then mind, intellect and mood and ego submerge into the existence of Paramatma, all energy flows toward the inner center, that is called Atma. Then the seeker become free from death and birth cycle, get supreme destination of spirituality. Equality comes in his peak. That equality, samta, come in his peak. The Brahman, the good Brahman, Vidya Vinay Sampanne, knowledgeable Brahman. Cow is very pure animal in this religion, in India. Cow, elephant and dog, and a person is living in very dirty condition, but the Brahmagyani see the same Atma in all, and that is the peak of the equality and samata. So this equality brings the greatest treasure and power, like emperors of universes, when you will get the Atma Sakshatkara. Please do not greedy of money of this world. When you get the Atma Sakshatkar, that moment you will become an emperor of emperor. As a person win the election of Prime Minister of India or President of USA, he will become a very powerful person and very good condition of living. You put this example in the spirituality. When you become Atma Sakshatkari, you will become an emperor of emperor. That there is no negativity, because the divinity comes in his peak and his life like God existence. It is not untrue, it is very true. Never think that we are saying a dreamy things or false things. No. Our great masters, they are live like a emperor. मेरो मन लागो यार फकीरी में, जो सुख पायो राम भजन में, सो सुख नाही अमीरी में. He is the richest person of the universes. Atma Sakshatkari. He never desired to get anything. He never overexcited in the favorable condition or getting something, and he never said in adverse condition, because he knows both are false. Your condition, favorable or unfavorable, both are meaningless, because he is the supreme stage Atma Sakshatkari. So, the next stanzas, Krishna says, because he has no doubts, he has no desires, he has no dilemma, he is always peaceful person, he is always Brahmavetta, he stay in Brahma Satchidananda always, unbreakable his stage, no difference between he and existence, there is no illusion of Maya, he never feel thirst of sensory hungers, because he lives beyond the antakarana, that is called real meditation. That is called the real meditation. So you can compare the person they are teaching you all meditation, they are teaching you concentration. They are not teaching you this meditation of awareness, and you cannot achieve the last goal by that type of meditation. That meditation brings a real divine pleasure, and you become Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, meaning that Dhyana Yoga become the Brahma Satchidananda real form of your internal presence of that supreme power. His supreme status and pleasure never end all the life and after the life, so he called Akhandananda. Bhagavan says about your pleasure comes from sensory organs, your sex, your taste, your touchability, your sleep, everything, your vibration of your masti, they are meaningless because they temporary, they comes and goes. And after then they goes, they like etching. When you etch your body, then after etching, what is remaining? The burning is remaining. The burning is remaining in your skin. So, all the pleasure of your sensory organs, they at last give you the pain and sorrow. So, the slightly aware person never involved in this type of sensory activities. He knows they are temporary, but the pleasure of your inner soul or knowing yourself, that is the permanent. So your ananda is not that in sensory organs. So your happiness and your joy, they are also sorrow, and your sorrow is sorrow. Both are the sorrow. He knows that the illusion of Maya, so the seeker can awake in the Atma. He comes in the journey from the feeling all body activities. So he detached from all these false Maya. He learn to bear the forces comes and goes of anger, desires, sex, and the attraction of the Maya. He easily bear these forces because he is trained. He is well trained in this capacity to bear the force. And if a person do not know how to bear these force before the death, he spoil his life. So, the supreme knowledge of Atma Sakshatkara, only and only in this stage you can get the real happiness and stable happiness. So, the Atma Sakshatkari do not need the pleasure of sensory organs. He uses his sensory organs only for alive and the vital activities of the life. In the stage, his sin of karmas from millions of birth destroy and he become purest soul. At the stage, he convert into the ocean of divine love and mercy, and ocean of divine unbroken peace, supreme peace of enlightenment. There is no sex, there is no anger, there is no desire, there is no tension, there is no instability, impatience, there is no impression of your birth and death. This stage called yogi. You know the yogis, they are not yogi, they are exercising persons. This stage called yogi. Yogi has no foundation of karmas, sanskaras, vrittis. So, this type of yogi has a same synonym, that is yati. In the complete stage of enlightenment, he lives in the middle stage of equilibrium. He knows the presence of Brahma Satchidananda, equal inner and equal outer. So he stay in between and can aware in both side, inner and outer. So he completely aware person, he called yati. So all the connection of the Maya break. He stay in the middle stage of life. So Paramatma shining in that person, his desire, his sight, divine sight, divya drashti, stay in the middle. On both are eyebrows. Eyebrows is not eyebrows. Eyebrows is the stage, outer and inner, like and dislike, sin or goodness. He lives beyond of the mind, intellect and mood and ego. He have no desire, no fear, no anger. That is Jnani. That is Jivan Mukta. That is Santa called Muni. That called Muni. So this Muni, Yati, Yogi, Sannyasi, Karma Yogi, Tattva Vetta, Brahma Vetta, Paramhansa is many names but one form. So Krishna says to Arjuna, Arjuna, I and he is not twos, we are one. So it is clear that he always in my true existence form of supreme stage of spirituality. His jnana is unstopped, unbroken. Life is flow as a Ganga river. So he Atmananda, he is Akhandananda, as I am God, and as he is the God of the gods. As I am the God of the gods, Satchidananda, the Krishna, the Shiva, the Brahma, the Vishnu, they are all comes in me and do and go for the regulation of world. So that person is become Satchidananda, he is superior than all. So sometimes that person live on the earth for welfare of seekers, that is called a master. So he is also like me, as I am very, very prosperous, so he is prosperous like me. So I am the Ishvara, so he is also the gods of the God. As I live in all, everywhere, and help in all, God live in all and help all and love all. So he love all, he become a ocean of mercy, he become a ocean of love, he become a Sadguru, he gives the unconditional love. God give us unconditional love. There is no condition. So Master is also give unconditional love. So he become a ocean of peace, ocean of pleasure, ocean of mercy, ocean of love divine, and extremely powerful, omnipotent. So this is the Brahma Vidya, this is a Yoga Shastra, this is the Karma Sannyasa Yoga described by Lord Krishna. This teach us how to stay in God existence with all doing of karmas. It is very miraculous thing, how to stay in the God existence with all doing our karmas, our family, our post, our society, our everything we do, but we will live in God existence. So never confuse. The Jnani can be married person, the Jnani can be single person, the Jnani can be a highest officer, the Jnani can be a minister. There is no any obstacle of your world. If you want to take this Atma Sakshatkara, you can take as you are, it is, as you it is. So that is the meaning of Karma Sannyasa appear in this chapter 5, and I pray to the God existence, my all seekers and lovers and disciples, they reach in this destination. I am telling about this, that my disciple is my obedient person, my lovers, they are join me in by heart, and some seekers, they do not want to make me master or guru, they can hear these videos, and maybe they will reach in this destination after next birth. Because the Sarin is asking me today, the Guru is very essential. Yes, Guru is very essential. Without mother, you cannot deliver a child. Without tree, you cannot make a fruit. So how can you enlighten or aware without the master? That is your ego coming in your mind and becoming your master, and you are missing the chance of this human body. Thank you very much, my dear.